The time for the healing of the wounds has come. The moment to bridge the chasms that divide us has come. The time to build is upon us. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. We pledge ourselves to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, suffering, gender, and other discrimination.
If I were to ask you the question, what is the greatest challenge faced by society today, and especially in 2020, what would be the word that would come to your head? Was it this one?
Discrimination.
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 Discrimination. Age, disability, sexual orientation, size, status, religion, gender, race, anything you can name, it's on the list. But it's not just in my small hometown.
G'day, I'm Sophie. I'm from Tasmania, Australia.
Fayetteville, Arkansas.
Antioch, Illinois.
Mexico.
I'm from California.
Barrington, Illinois.
Manitoba, Canada.
Sheboygan, Wisconsin.
I live in the DC area.
In 1776, the Declaration of Independence was written that stated, all men are created equal. Sure, we know the definition, but do we actually know what it is? Oh, you wanted some statistics? I got you. Did you know that black men spend 19.1% longer in prisons than their white counterparts for the same exact crime? Or how about the statistic that white-sounding names have a 50% better chance of getting hired for the job? How about sexual orientation? Hate crimes against LGBTQ+ people have increased 78% since the year 2013, and 60% of LGBTQ+ youth reported that they currently feel unsafe in their school environment. 2 out of 5 transgender people have reported that they have experienced severe hate crime in the past 12 months alone. Moving on to gender. In third world countries, for every 100 boys to receive education, only 55 girls do the same. And out of all the countries, only 58% have laws that ensure equal pay for women. And 54% of countries have some jobs that are off limits for women to do. Discrimination has been going on since the beginning of time and can be easily spotted in classic pieces we read in our high school English courses, like the play Julius Caesar by Shakespeare. At any given moment throughout the play, a man was more valuable than a woman. Men were seen as intelligent, strong-willed, brave, while women were viewed as delicate, passive, and property to their husbands, as well as the obvious and blatant use of slavery in this play. These descriptions were due to the beliefs set by society at that time. This can also be seen in Lord of the Flies by William Golding, where Piggy is always the one left out. Jack started off this domino effect by calling Piggy names like Fatty and Deadweight. He even went as far as physically abusing the plus-size character. Jack ends up treating Piggy as less of a human being because of the way he looks.
Hi, my name is Jay Johnson. I'm a biracial man and a proud member of the LGBTQ+ community. Ever since I was young, I've been discriminated against for my race and my sexuality, and not just by people in society, but my own family nonetheless. I was too black for my white side, too white for my black side, and too gay for both.
One person who inspired Jace was a trans woman named Marsha P. Johnson. She's well known as being the first person to throw a brick, creating the uprising of Stonewall. Oh, you don't know about Stonewall? Follow me. Stonewall Inn, aka Stonewall, was a gay bar in Lower Manhattan, New York City, and was a site for a lot of riots for gay rights in 1969. It's considered to be one of the main events in history for gay liberation. In 1992, Johnson's body was discovered floating in the Hudson River in New York City with a massive wound in the back of her head. Police initially ruled the death as a suicide, but Johnson's friends and other members of the local community insisted Johnson was not suicidal, and this was in fact a hate crime against the black transgender woman. Headlines call America the melting pot of the world, but it's almost like you need to fit into a certain mold to be considered part of that melting pot.
We commit ourselves to the construction of a complete, just, and lasting peace. We understand it still that there is no easy road to freedom. We know it well that none of us acting alone can achieve success. We must therefore act together as a united people for national reconciliation, for nation building, for the birth of a new world. Let there be justice for all. Let there be peace for all. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign.
Mimi Sumba